Hi, I'm Michael Schwartz, President, Founder, and Formulator of Michael's Naturopathic Programs. And I'm here on behalf of Clark's Nutrition, a company that we have been doing business with for over a decade, and I will tell you, a wonderful family to do business with. All of the products that I offer through Clark's is designed to give an effect or a result within 2 weeks. The reason being is that I fundamentally believe that the body is the magic. The body is the healer. But when you give the body what it requires, the body's own divine intelligence seeks balance and harmony. Almost all of the programs that I offer to the consuming public are vegetarian and kosher, as well as being guaranteed to please. One of my favorite programs is the Ultimate Detox and Cleanse. Now, some people think that detoxification and cleansing are one and the same. They are not. Detoxification is actually a biochemical process that takes place within the body. Consider this. Every cell within your body eats, breathes, drinks, and processes waste. That waste is in your bloodstream. If you did not have an ongoing detoxification system, you would become septic and die. Cleansing, on the other hand, is a muscular transaction. You eliminate toxins through the process of respiration, urination, defecation, and perspiration. Those are some of the avenues in which your body uses to eliminate toxins. The Ultimate Detox and Cleanse is a beautiful package because it's 4 little tablets in one glassine baggie. So there's no measuring, no weighing, very easy, very convenient. Just simply throw a packet in your lunch bag, your suitcase, your briefcase, your pocketbook. Take it with you. Easy to do, easy to use. Another thing that is very important in our line, and one of the things that is important to everybody, is normal blood pressure levels. And the body actually works to keep your blood pressure at a normal level through what is called a negative feedback system. And the way that system works, you actually have nerve endings in your arterial walls that sense when the pressure is going up or down. And it sends a message to the brain. Your brain in turn sends electrical impulses down your nerves to tell the muscles that surround the arterial system to relax, thus reducing some of the pressure on the bloodstream, as well as the cells that make up your heart and tell them to slow down, thus again helping to reduce the pressure. Blood pressure factors provides those nutrients that are essential for maintaining and supporting healthy blood pressure. We do so with things like potassium and B6, which help the body balance out the fluids within the cells and within the body so that there's no issue from that perspective. Additionally, the negative feedback system requires minerals like calcium and magnesium along with the potassium because these are your electrolytes. These are kind of like light switches. When you go home at night and the room is dark, you flick a switch, light comes on. Well, in order for the light to come on, the switch has to be there, obviously. The same thing takes place. In order for your body to maintain proper blood pressure levels, the minerals need to be present because they are your light switches. The energy, the electrical energy of thought needs to have those switches in order to communicate to the cells. So our blood pressure factors happens to be the #1 seller throughout the entire health food industry because it helps to maintain healthy blood pressure. Another program that is also extremely viable and very beneficial to people are our kidney factors. And the kidney factors, like all of my factors, are really designed to provide those nutrients to the body that the body requires in order to maintain homeostasis. And homeostasis sounds like a big word, it's kind of one of those medical words, really simply means balance and harmony. When all of the gases and nutrients and liquids are in proper balance, then we have excellent health, homeostasis. So Kidney Factors, like all of my factors, contains those nutrients that are essential for the proper functioning of the kidneys. In this case, we're looking at things again like calcium and magnesium, manganese, and some herbs that have been known to be extremely beneficial for kidney function, things like uva ursa, hydrangea, watermelon seed. These are all great herbs for the kidneys and help them to keep the nephrons open, to keep the filtering process at optimal levels. And that's what one needs when it comes to kidneys. There's also vitamin D and magnesium to ensure that the body's use of calcium is proper and effective, so that there's no difficulties in that regard as well. Another product that we like to talk about are our proteolytic enzymes, and these are called recovery enzymes. In the normal process of living, especially if you do exercise, you work in the garden or things of that nature, inflammation will occur in the body. It is just one of the normal functions of the body. And the proteolytic enzymes are something that the body utilizes in order to regulate, and I choose that word regulate, the inflammation, because obviously some inflammation that can create problems if the body doesn't have the wherewithal to maintain its proper levels and its proper functioning. The recovery enzymes, which are basically a proteolytic enzyme, is something that the body creates on its own, proteolytic enzymes, creates on its own to go about and reduce inflammation anywhere that it finds it in the body. Our proteolytic enzymes are enteric coated. That way they do not dissolve in the stomach and act as a digestive enzyme, because that would be a waste of money, but they actually dissolve in the intestinal tract, which is an alkaline environment, and that way the enzymes can migrate into the bloodstream and hunt down those inflammatory situations and help the body to maintain proper levels of everything that is required. One of the things that happens in life is cycles. And the reason I bring that up is because, we can see our cycles in terms of seasons, and now we're getting ready to go back to school, which is yet another cycle. In this particular instance, we have certain products, such as the products for teens and actually preteens as well as adults, that are designed specifically to help the individual deal with life from a position of strength. What I mean by that is this. One of the things, when you take a look at most complexes for the body, they're usually uniform in terms of milligrams. Well, personally, I do not think that that's adequate based on the realities of the human body. First off, you need high potency supplements, because life is high stress. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So what I did when I created Gender Vitamins back in the late 80s, I doubled up on choline, inositol, niacin, and pantothenic acid for very specific reasons. No one thinks that children have stress. Oh my gosh, we all have stress. Even the little 5-year-old is under either peer pressure or teacher pressure or parental pressure. Pressure to perform, pressure to be. Well, that pressure taxes the adrenal glands. Pantothenic acid is essential for the adrenal glands for a couple of different reasons. One, along with vitamin C, these are two nutrients that the adrenal gland is rich in. And the adrenal gland, and pantothenic acid becomes coenzyme A, which stimulates the energy production cycle, so that you can see when the child is, under stress and doesn't have energy, by nourishing the adrenals, we fix that. Additionally, the niacin, choline, and inositol are all beneficial because this is what the body uses to help metabolize cholesterol. And we don't necessarily think about high cholesterol for children, but all one needs to do is look around the schoolyard today and you can see that so many children are overweight. And yes, the weight, a lot of it will be water, but there's also going to be fat and cholesterol. And the body may not have enough of its own choline, inositol, and niacin, so we support the body in its efforts to help maintain proper cholesterol levels, even with children. You know, I talked about the adrenals, and I do a product which we call Adrenal Extra, and also you will find it under the name of Energy. And the key here is just that. You know, some of the things that happen with the adrenal gland is that when it is under stress, it begins to falter. And when your adrenal gland falters, a bunch of things happen. For one, your immune system falters with it. Blood pressure can elevate as well. In addition, what is not known by most is the fact that it is the adrenal gland that monitors the sugar levels in your bloodstream. So that when the sugar levels goes up, it has a conversation with the pancreas to secrete insulin. If the sugar levels are too low, it talks to the liver to release glycogen or sugar back into the bloodstream so the cells have fuels. If your child or you finds yourself waking up tired day after day, irritable, sensitive, these are all indications that maybe the adrenal gland is not functioning at optimal levels. And the best way to do that? With our adrenal factors, the Adrenal Extra, and renamed or identified as energy factors, and the adrenal factors, which is a lower potency, is designed primarily for stress. And again, pantothenic acid is the key ingredient in both of these formulas. In the Adrenal Extra, it is at 500 milligrams per tablet. In the adrenal factors, it's 130 milligrams. And you really, depending upon your levels of stress, so if you're a corporate executive or a college student, you're going to have stress. It doesn't matter what you do because life produces stress. So finding the appropriate formula really is easy. It's just a matter of what you determine is the amount of stress that you're under. And here's what I will say to you, and that is, for those of you that use the energy factors, you'll see a difference within 3 to 5 days. If you use the stress formula as a way of building energy, so to speak, you will see a difference within 7 to 10 days. Remember, everything I do is based on the concept that the body is the healer. If you give the body what it requires, the body will come back to balance and harmony, and you will enjoy excellent health. That much I can guarantee, and I do it with a money-back guarantee. If you find that my products do not deliver what I promise, an effect or a result within 2 weeks, bring the product back. No ifs, ands, or buts. We know how the body works. We understand it. If we nourish it, you will have, forgive the expression, a piece of equipment that will function at optimal levels without ever failing you. You know, something else that we never talk about and most people never think about are minerals. This is something that everybody should take, and should take a separate multi-mineral, and you should do it in the evenings. Our multi-minerals and herbs for everybody is just that. I also do minerals for children and minerals for teens. I am an advocate of minerals because they are so vital. Remember, they are the light switches. And in as much as your body runs on enzymes, it requires muscular transactions for optimal functionality. And it is the minerals that provide that. So in addition to your multis, think a separate multi-mineral and take it in the evening. What you will experience is a wonderful evening of sleep. And when you wake up, you will not feel drugged because minerals do not work that way. They're natural to the body. In fact, all food supplements are just that, supplements to help you put back into your body the nutrients that are lacking based on the production schedules of the food companies and the way and the processing and the way things are working. And you need high potency vitamins, because being that vitamins are technically coenzymes and your body is an enzyme process, and because vitamins are water dispersible as well, you are going to need an enormous amount of vitamins on a continual daily basis in order to do all of the functions that vitamins are required to do. Minerals are cofactors and catalysts, and some of them actually act as enzymes as well. So this is why I recommend that you also do those as separate entities. You know, we spoke about gender vitamins for going back to school supplements, because we do things for the boys, we do things for the girls. And taking the girls to the next level, we do things for the women, things such as menopause factors and things for PMS, as well as female reproductive factors. In each case, and I'll start with menopause factors, these are designed to provide the nutrients so that the body can go through the transition naturally, normally. Because when the body is in a healthy state, there really is no discomfort on any level from any transition that the body may be going through. When it comes to the female reproductive factors, these are the nutrients that are provided to ensure that the body is in a healthy state in order for pregnancy to occur. Not only to occur, but when the body is healthy, then there's no chance of any difficulties with the pregnancy. Because again, everything comes down to the body being divine and the body being healthy. Well, when it comes to the female reproductive factors, we also believe that the male should also be taking the male reproductive factors for two reasons. One, it's a statement that both people want this event, this miracle, to occur. So it's not a one-sided thing. This is truly a statement of unity. The beautiful thing about the male reproductive factors is it provides nutrients so that there is healthy sperm, plenty of them, and really good swimmers. Another male product that is gathering a lot of attention these days are the testosterone factors. And this particular program has all of the nutrients that the body requires in order to build testosterone. And for those of you who work outside, and for you men who are feeling that you would like to have more stamina and endurance, then take a look at some of these formulas and the nutrients, because they will provide what the body requires in order to, again, in this case, manufacture testosterone. So for your bodybuilders, this would be a fabulous way of avoiding doing steroids and a much healthier approach. And something that is ideal for both men and women are the water balance factors. I actually put that together for my mom. There are a few products on my line that I've put together for my mom and my dad, as well as my own children. And water balance factors is one of them. This was something I gave my mom, who was a little bit overweight, I guess you could say, or maybe a lot overweight, depending upon what your perception is. And this was something that helped her maintain proper water balance, which helped her maintain more of a trim figure. For my dad, I did a thing called lung factors. He was a smoker. He had emphysema. And I created that program just to help him keep his lungs as close to normal as is possible. And last but not least, what I would like to say to you is, I have something for you. I'm positive. Something that I guarantee will help you come back to balance and harmony. Whatever the situation or concern you might have or thought of an area in your body that you would like to address, take a look at what I do. I think you'll find it will satisfy your needs without costing you a fortune. Because our corporate goal is to get you well from the neck down. And in that way, you have your resources, your vitality, and clarity of mind to live a happy, healthy, and prosperous life. I thank you for your time and your attention. Be well.